Very excited to have everybody on. All right, I think we're ready. Good morning, everyone. June 1st of 2026. I'm excited to connect with everybody to kick off the month together with our team leaders and above leadership. I want to say congratulations for everybody in North America for finishing the month of May incredibly strong. Because, of course, coming out of the Long Beach Convention in March, we had a record breaking month, and we also had transitioning into a very successful month in the month of April. And I have to say that it was almost, it wasn't a surprise because, of course, it's intentional and we're all working on it. But it was an incredible success and amazing results that was created by so many different teams throughout the American market that after such a double digit, multiple double digit growth that we had in March and going into strong April and now going into May, where we grew again compared to the month of April in overall sales and overall activities and overall amount of people getting promoted, amount of the success that's being created in the organization truly is remarkable. So huge congratulations. Let's give each other a big hand. Congratulations. Congratulations for a very successful month of May. There are some countries they didn't grow in May like we did, so everybody's talking about America right now, and of course we love that. So, huge congratulations. And talking about growth, I know beginning of the year, I know some of you are new to the leadership group this year, and some of you just became team leaders. You became a team leader in the month of May or April, and you're just getting into the leadership community and leadership circle recently. But beginning of the year, January 1st, and especially throughout January and all the major events that we did since January, two things that we have communicated that we're intentionally going to make this year the themes of. And some of you probably remember, most of you probably remember, we said 2026 will be a year of growth and year of expansion. And whenever I get to hear a theme, or whenever I have an opportunity to understand what the vision or what the mission is for the year, by a company, by the leadership, how I think there are two ways to look at it. I guess there are more multiple ways to look at it, but in a large scale, I think there's two ways to look at it. One category is they just hear it, they hear it and they think it sounds cool. They may even repeat it, but they're hoping or they're believing that that's what will happen. Or I guess what I'm trying to say is one category is people, they hear it and they watch it to see if it happens, or believe that it happens, but they're watching it. But there is a group of people, whenever I hear a vision and a mission, when I hear a theme of what the main focus is, basically that's what it is. It's the focus of the year that company has communicated from top leadership. How I like to practice and how I was taught to take advantage of that, to benefit from it. When you could get in line, when you could get in line of the vision and the mission and the purpose from the top leadership down, and everybody's in line in unity, you get to benefit. You're in line. If you could look at it like, hey, there are good things happening coming this direction, and if the leadership is here, and if I'm in line when good things fall, where everybody in line is receiving. Do you get what I'm saying visually, right? But if the vision is here, focus is here, and leadership mission is here, and the activities and the language and all the actions that's being taken by the top leadership is here. But if you're not in line and if you're out of line, not saying it's good or bad, not saying that it's they're doing something wrong. It's just that you're not in line and you're out of line. Then what happens is when the good things that are getting created by not individual, but as an organization, as a unified body of top leadership and down everybody in line, because it's so much when one person is carrying or lifting versus when there's 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people carrying and lifting and intentionally moving force into the same direction. You can't even compare it. You can't compare the power of the magnitude of what it could create and what it could move. Would you agree? So when there is that's why I love unification. I love unity. I love being in line because when the top leadership says, "Hey, this year is the year of growth. This is the year of expansion," and okay, maybe that wasn't my main focus before, but if the company is going to have the biggest growth year ever, if company is going to have the biggest expansion year ever, I'm going to make that my focus. I'm going to make that my vision. I'm going to make that my mission, and I'm going to make that their language, my language. I'm going to make my activities to be in line in pushing this direction forward, and I get in line, then now the benefit is when you're unified like that in promoting and vision pushing and moving together and that stronger force going because it's same language and same focus, what happens is you get to benefit from things that you are not even creating. That's the beauty of getting in line, but even you could be doing all the right things. It's not right or wrong, but if the focus is different out of line, then you're only benefiting from the results of your own. And people ask me all the time, how come some people are growing all the time? How come their business is expanding all the time? How come some people are winning more than some others? And I could tell you that not many times. Now, if someone is not working, if someone is not being productive, there's not much you could create from there. But when both people, person A and person B, are both working hard and both focused and both doing the best they can, and their skill level is probably similar, but the results is night and day. Many times is the difference of being in line or being out of line, because you're either only benefiting from your own efforts or you're benefiting from the larger force creating and moving together. You're benefiting from things you're not even creating. The leadership is creating, the organization is creating because you're in line. Does that make sense? And I only share that with you because we're all independent business owners within Riemann Opportunity. We're all independent distributors. We have the rights, just like in Irvine, we had the SoCal regional event past Saturday. We talked about if someone wants to join the business to make $300 a month because they all they want to do is to make enough to buy their products that they want to use and not have any guilt that they're spending money to make themselves beauty and take good care of themselves. They're justifying, by going out there and getting maybe half a dozen customers, handful amount of customers to buy products from them, generating enough income to literally get the products for free, right? That's some people's goal, and that's a success. If that's their plan, if that's their goal, and that's what they achieve, that's a great success story. Some people do it to make extra 1,000. Some people do it to make extra 3,000. Some people do it to make extra 5,000. All those plans of their own is exciting and it's great. And whatever the level of success they want to create, doesn't matter if it's $300 or $3,000 or $30,000 or $300,000. It's all possible, and everybody is an independent business owner of their own, and they are and that's the beauty of our business model. You get to create. There is no limit, and you're responsible, and you're in charge, and you're in control of what you make, not somebody else determining what you make. So that's a beauty. However, that's true, but you could actually receive more than your effort, and you could receive more than your own personal hard working if you get in line with the message and the focus. And that's what I'm talking about in being in unity. And I am so excited for so many leaders that continue to grow this year and continue to expand this year because they have decided to make the company's focus and the top leadership's focus, their focus and their language, and part of their environment and culture that they're creating within their teams locally and virtually, that they're benefiting more than their own individual effort, and they're growing so much together. Now, I say all this to, number one, to congratulate everybody that are doing an incredible job and winning in a big way. But I also say this because we still have 7 months, 7 strong months left in year 2026. This year is, and it has been for past 5 months, and it still is right now in the month of June, and it is going to be even more for the rest of the year, truly a year of growth and year of expansion. And I want every single one of you here, every single one of you team leaders and above here, if you're a team leader, brand new team leader, or you've been a team leader 6 months or a year or 2 years, doesn't matter. If you're a director, if you're a senior director, if you're a national director, doesn't matter. I want every single one of you. My wish is every single one of you truly get to be the beneficiary by being in line of our focus of rest of this year and next 7 months as a year of growth and a year of expansion, and make it intentional. Make it intentional that you will grow in the month of June, and you will intentionally monitor and create the growth intentionally every month for the next 7 months of time. If you grow even a small percentage, 1%, 2%, 5%, just few percent intentionally. If you did, let's just say 30,000 SP in the month of May, if you did 10,000 SP in the month of May, if you did 100,000 SP in the month of May, whatever that number may be, if you just grow 10%, from 10,000 to 1,100, and you grow 10% again from 1,100 to another 10% up to now 1,200, 1,200, what would it be? 1,200, 1,000? I don't know. I'm having a hard time. I'm having brain fart right now. But and from there you have another 10%. You grow 10% every month intentionally for 7 months of time. And some months, maybe you come a little short at 5%, but some months you get momentum kicked in and boom, now you see 20, 30% growth. That's when it gets fun. But it's the average. When you overall, over time, years of snapshot of 5 years, 10 years of snapshot, when you watch SPN, SP 500 or S&P 500 or real estate market, how come over time it's 8%, 10%, 12% over time, but in middle of it, you're experiencing 20, 30%, maybe a little bit of up and down, but over time, how does that happen? That's what makes it fun, is that as the momentum kicks in, boom, the hyper growth happens. And what's beautiful about our business is because we're in control intentionally. Every time growth like that happen, if you could grab a few leaders within to create new momentum underneath, you don't have to experience the dip for you to experience the next growth. That's the beauty of our business. You could grow and find people to have next phase of growth multiple times through it, and your business could continue to grow. And if you're intentional about that, that it could consistently happen. And I believe that in 7 months of time, we still have 7 months left in 2026. I believe that it's enough time, number one, for every single one of you team leaders, because the reality is, if you're on a team leader Monday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time call, if you're in this meeting, you're not, I want to make $300 a month to go out there and get free products. That's not who gets on this meeting. I know that every person that participates and invest your time in being part of and starting off the week together on Monday morning or Monday, afternoon if you're in East Coast, together, I know that you're serious about turning your business into something special. I know you're serious about learning and growing to take your business to the next level. I know you're serious about maybe 2 times, 3 times, 5 times your results in Remount Opportunity. I know some of you, if not most of you, are serious about how do I add a zero to my commission 6 months from now than what it was last month. And if that is you, I want to really encourage you this morning because I'm excited about the growth that we saw in the month of May in so many leaders in North America. I want to encourage you to get in line and focus, and let's be intentional about creating growth for your team in the month of June for you and every person in your team. It doesn't matter if they're a planner, manager, senior manager, every person in your team, help them have growth this month in June. Every conversation you have with them, talk about growth. Every conversation and every presentation, every training, every team talk and team get together that you have in the chat room that you're communicating, be intentional. Being intentional doesn't mean that you're doing a different system. Being intentional means you're adding that in your language and adding that in your focus, adding that in your chat, adding that in your presentation and trainings about how you're going to grow and you're going to expand this year. And by doing so, you will see consistently every day talking about it this month, every day talking about it next 7 months, you will see people grow. You will see your business grow and you will see your commission grow and you're going to see your leadership in your team grow as well. Now, I'm very excited about the month of June and we're going to be kicking off month of June very strong. Most of you, that are in United States and Canada, tonight at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to be having the month of June monthly rundown, the kicking off the month of June together. We're going to be having a very special call. Of course, we're going to be having recognition of the top leaders that have achieved great things and got promoted in the month of May on the monthly kickoff call tonight at 5 p.m. That's going to be very exciting. But also there is a very, very, I should say very 6 times because it's the month of June. And for all the team leaders and above, okay? All the team leader, I know some of you just became a team leader in the month of May and you're earning compensation. You get to participate in team leader compensation starting month of June. There's a special announcement that's going to be made tonight that I know that all the team leaders and above are going to be so excited about. Everybody that's not team leaders yet, they're going to say to themselves tonight when they find out, oh, I should have became a team leader. Man, I missed out. But every team leader and above tonight at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern, on that monthly rundown call, you're going to hear a very special arrangement of promotion that's happening for the month of June that is specifically targeted for benefiting team leaders and above, which is all of you, okay? All of you. This is your month. This is your month. I know last month and last couple of months was about a brand new person, that got started, that got an extra bonus. And it was great, incredible. We helped a lot of people to have a great success with that. And it's the leadership, all the team leaders and above, all of you have worked extremely hard to create the results that we have created and done what we have done. This month is for you. This month is going to be, you're going to be so excited. And everybody that's not team leader, they're going to, oh man, I should have become that. This is a reason I need to become a team leader. And it's going to be an awesome thing because it's going to motivate them to want to become a team leader, to get into a program like this, in the future. So tonight, get everybody on the call. It's going to have such a powerful, positive impact on everybody that participates on the call tonight. I know some people have a mentality, oh, I'm busy. I got a K-pop up, I got dinner, I got this. Oh, I'll just get to it when I watch live. I'm just telling you. I know sometimes calls are available, recorded and things like that. I'm just telling you right now, watching a recording and being there live, here's the reality. Every word that's being spoken, of course, it's identical. It's the same. The words are same. Words are same. The program is same. The message is same. But the energy and the impact It's completely different. You can't even compare it. It's impossible to recreate. A concert, being there live, watching a concert on a video demand, VOD, like it's not the same. It's same song, it's same lyrics, it's same dance. Matter of fact, you may even have better view because camera is right in front of the artist and you actually can see them better than if you're sitting at a concert. But I promise you, even if you can't see it as well, even if you're super far away, if you're at a football game, being there live and watching it, watching a recorded version 3 days later with every move with camera right there, I promise you the motions are the same, words are the same, but the impact and the experience and the impact it will have on you and the benefit you will get out of it, your level of excitement and level of your enjoyment out of it, you cannot compare it. If you have anybody in your team, they're building their whole business off of recording. They're building their business without the energy and the impact. And they're never going to be successful as the people that are going through the intentional effort to be there alive, to catch the emotion. You could hear the information, but you got to catch the information. And information is there in recording, but the emotion and the excitement, it's only available live when it's actually happening at that full capacity. So tonight, it's once a month. Some people are like, it's dinner time. Well, you could probably use skipping a meal 1 day a month. I'm just kidding. But you could eat 30 minutes prior. You could eat 30 minutes after. You don't have to eat dinner at 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. You know you don't. You know you don't. Monday and Wednesday you ate dinner at a little different time. You good. Okay? Let's not buy into people's excuses that sets them up for failure or sets them up in a position where they don't get to benefit. If you're going to spend 45 minutes watching it anyways, why don't you fully benefit from it by being there live so you could catch the energy while you're hearing the information instead of just promoting, oh, here is a call. If you missed it, here's a recording spreading. I'm just telling you right now, impact in your business will be completely different than someone has the conversation with their leaders intentionally. Hey, tonight, 5 o'clock, no matter what. I know if you had dinner, hey, just for today, let's have dinner at 6 p.m. If you had this, let's just move that up 1 hour. No, there is not a single presentation you could do. I don't care who the prospect is. There's not a single presentation you could do that's going to benefit you more than you being there live to catch the energy of what is happening in line with leadership and the company of when the monthly rundown call is happening. If you could take that approach in live events, same thing with convention. Oh man, I can't be there because of this and because of that. It's there's 365 days in a year. 365 days in a year. We announced convention dates literally 4, 5, 6 months prior. If you don't have the ability to schedule your life for 3 days, when you had the information 4, 5, 6 months prior, the reality is you need to get in control. You need to get a hold of your life, a little better. You could control. Of course, it's all about priority. It's all about understanding. But if they're like, oh, you go, you take notes and you give me that information could be passed on, but that energy is not possible to recreate or pass on. You got to be there live. And the monthly rundown call is the same. The team call that maybe you may have with your team once a week, with your top leadership, with your directors and senior directors and national directors, it's the same. And that's what I mean by being intentional. If you could get intentional, not be casual about, oh, whenever I could get to it, I'll get to it. Oh, the information's there, I'll just get around to it, versus being intentional and making every piece of the puzzle very important. And you give your very best. You give your very best about every piece of the puzzle. What makes that magical success and result happen and reality. And it's not a mystery, but it's, of course, it's a formula. Of course, she's successful. She did this, she did that, she did that, she did that intentionally. Of course, that's going to be the results of her business. And you want that to be the testimony of your success and your business. And we want to create that together intentionally. So tonight, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, if you ever promoted a monthly rundown call, let's make an intentional effort today, stronger than we've ever have, and get as many people as possible. Every active partner you have in your team. Maybe they weren't on before. Maybe they only used to listen to recordings before. But today, let's get everybody, let's do our very best to get everybody there with us live at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time for North America. 6 p.m., which is an hour later. If you have teams in Mexico right now, if you have teams in Chile and Colombia and Peru, part of the pre-launch of those three markets right now, 6 p.m., just 1 hour after ours in North America, we're going to be having we're going to be having the Latin America monthly rundown call. So if you have people there, it doesn't matter if you only have 3 prospects you've been sharing, they haven't joined yet. Doesn't matter if you already have many partners there, they signed up, but they haven't started running yet. This monthly kickoff call is going to help them to be in action and be focused better than anything that you could do on your own. Because why? Remember, you're getting in line. So all the things that's being created together from top leadership down, it's falling and you could receive and benefit from it together. And that's 6 p.m. tonight for Latin America. If you have partners in Europe, okay, if you have partners in Europe, if you have guest prospects in Europe, you introduce the opportunity to, but they have not engaged yet, or they signed up, but they haven't been in action yet, invite them for the 10 a.m. Now, I'm going to find these flyers and share it in the team leader chat. So don't worry about the Zoom info. I'll get it to you shortly in the team leader chat after the call. It's 10 a.m. our time, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time is going to be the European kickoff call. That is the first time we're including UK and Spain and Italy and Ireland, because we just added Spain, Italy, and Ireland as pre-launch markets. And it's the first time we're having everybody on from Europe together for a kickoff call. We're going to be having the call available in English and translation in Spanish and translation in Italian together on that European monthly kickoff call at 10 a.m. 8 p.m. If you have partners in Asia, maybe you have partners in Philippines, maybe you have partners in Taiwan or Singapore, Malaysia, Japan, or Korea, or wherever they may be, Hong Kong, you want to invite them tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Pacific time, which is 11 a.m. Taiwan, Hong Kong, Philippines, Singapore, Malaysia time. Okay, so tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern time is the June Asia kickoff call, that if you have people there, that you could also invite them to that live Zoom event. Let's be intentional about every event we participate, every event we promote. Let's be intentional about every partner we work with. If they're a planner, let's be intentional about talking to them about becoming a senior manager this month. If they're senior manager, let's be intentional about taking the right actions together on helping them become a team leader this month. If you have team leaders in your team and yourself, let's be intentional about having a clear game plan on how you could go from where you are right now to becoming a director this year. And by making sure that June, you have an incredible results and incredible momentum created in the month of June, and that will help you to get closer to becoming a director. So we're going to be kicking off month of June together strong. I will share all 4 flyers in the team leader chat for those of you that wants to also send out and invite people for the other markets as well as the North America for between today and tomorrow. So it's going to be fun. And after that, I know many of you either tomorrow or the next day, you're going to be flying, and we're going to be spending a few days together in Costa Rica. Can I see hands? Who's going to Costa Rica? Oh, wow. Okay. Many of you. I'm super excited for our Costa Rica retreat. Of course, we're going to have a great time, get some sun, be out by the pool and be by the ocean and and have a great time. I'm hoping that we could find some super cool zip line. I haven't been to Costa Rica for many years, and I, maybe the safe version. I can't afford to get hurt right now, but the safe version of zip line with the double strap, with the parachute and bulletproof vest. No, no, that's probably not necessary. But anyways, we're gonna make sure that we have a good time. I'm looking forward to catching up with the monkey that I spoke to about 7 years ago when I went to Costa Rica that visited my room patio many times. I think I gave him about 8 bananas. So I'm looking forward to seeing him again. Hopefully he could find me. And some of the iguanas and the lizards and the creatures that we have never met before in United States and Canada, that we're going to be visiting and exploring. It's going to be a great time. Most of the event, if this is your first time going to retreat, it's a fun event. It's not a working event. It's a fun event, and we arrive on the third, and so on the fourth, because some people get in a little later or not on the fourth, we have a welcome dinner. That's going to be awesome. I think there's a theme. I think all of you probably got instruction on what the theme is and colors. You don't have to dress accordingly, but if you do, it looks nicer on pictures. It's going to be awesome. So we're going to have a nice welcome dinner. We have a free day, and after that, we do have one meeting. We have one training session. It's a training slash strategy session with some sneak preview of what's coming in rest of the year announcement session, is what we usually have. So we're going to be spending about 3 hours together on I believe the day three morning. That's going to be very productive. We are preparing a very special message and some very, very exciting sneak preview of some of the things that's being worked on behind the scene from the company, that is coming in at the Las Vegas MGM convention, as well as some of the upcoming happenings that's in store. So I don't want to get ahead of myself, so I'm being very careful right now to make sure that I don't accidentally say anything. So I'm thinking 3 times before I say one word at the moment. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be fun. So I really look forward to that. So I know rest of the time we're hanging out and spending time. If you're bringing family, can't wait to meet all your family. I'm also bringing my wife Yunjung and 3 of my kids with me. This is the first time I'm bringing them also to a Riemann retreat. So they can't wait to meet all of you and can't wait for our kids to hang out together. It's going to be fun. But for those 3 hours, we're going to be having a very, very productive time together. So you will get full schedule. You probably already got it, but if you're not haven't yet, you will have full schedule as soon as you arrive. And for those 3 hours, let's focus together and let's come in prepared and ready to expand our mind, expand our vision, expand our strategies, and really grow together in that 3 hours of time. And rest of the trip, it's just fun trip. You should take advantage of everything at the property, but you really should also take advantage of a lot of the activities that's available in Costa Rica since we traveled all the way there. And let's have a great time. And of course, on the 7th evening, we have the farewell dinner that's also going to be very memorable. And if you can make sure that you have free time rest of the time, but at least the welcome dinner and farewell dinner, you're all hanging out together and fellowship with others and get to know each other and have some great time. I think it's going to be awesome. So we really look forward to having this retreat together, and the best time to encourage people back home that's not in Costa Rica this week. The best time to encourage them to qualify for Bahamas, our next retreat, is when we're in Costa Rica. I wouldn't feel like it's working. I would just look at it like whenever I'm in Costa Rica, if I'm sitting by the ocean, I got a cool selfie or a video, I'm sending them pictures and videos and letting them know, share in your group chat. Oh man, I wish you were here. I mean, the like, wish you were here. Those 4 words, I mean, if you're going to be in Costa Rica next, 6 days, you should probably say those words at least 100 times a day next 6 days. Every member that you care about, every partner you care about, wish you were here, with the little text message, picture, videos, video messages, throw out the thing and let them know. Let's do whatever it takes. Let's do whatever it takes to make sure you qualify for Bahamas, not by at the end of the year. Let's qualify tier 1. Let's knock it out this month, in the month of June, so you secure your spot for Bahamas, and we could work on upgrading to tier 2 and 3 and 4 rest of the year. I think if we intentionally make that our language and have a lot of conversations as we chat with our teams, when we're in Costa Rica, I think you're going to see a lot of people when you're away on your retreat, them being productive to qualify for the next retreat so they could be there with you and they don't miss out on another retreat that's available in Rimon. And it's going to be fun and productive few days by just letting them know that you wish that they were there. And it's going to be awesome. So it's going to be a great month of June. It's going to be awesome. We only get to do this once a year for us to get together and have a vacation like this. So I really look forward to spending time with all of you and get to interact with all of you in Costa Rica. If you're traveling tomorrow or today or next day, please travel safe. And looking forward to seeing most of you in Costa Rica. Mr. Timher, do you have anything to share with us before we close the call?
You did a great job of really sharing with everybody what we need to be doing right now. Is get in alignment. That's what the key is. Like whenever as you're in alignment and everybody's following your lead and they see you leading by example, following, and that's how your group is going to grow. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's all about. For me, it's all about following the leader. When I got started, we're like, Danny, tell me what to do, and I'm going to do it. When I got started, because I knew I just had to do exactly what the company system is. I don't try to reinvent the wheel. But that was a strong message, and the biggest thing I think right now, you hit it out of the park. We've got such a big event coming up right now, convention. We got this Puerto Rico, Jesus. Costa Rica. I knew it was one of the Ricas, but we got so many exciting things happening right now. We're going to have so much fun at that, obviously on that vacation. But the biggest thing right now is obviously getting everybody on that rundown tonight. I'm telling you, over promote it. Promote it like you never promoted it before, because I guarantee you, everybody's going to come off of that. And you want to, as a team leader, you want to have people right now ready to run to start the month off, right? More than ever before, because it's going to be a huge month. So Mr. Danny Bay, what a great call today. Thank you, sir, so much. And everybody in Southern California, Steve, Mike Alon, Julian Doan, Chris Kim, they did such a great job, obviously training, but you knocked it out of the park, Mr. Danny Bay. So thank you for coming out to Southern California. Everybody was really blessed to be able to get your training from you, sir.
Well, appreciate you, sir. It was great seeing everybody in Southern California on Saturday, and everybody travel safe. Let's make June great together, and we'll see you tonight on Monthly Rundown Call. God bless you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.